kami sa yung malaki. Sakay kami ng service. Train. Panibagong buhay, panibagong vlog ng tayo matamas.
Masyal.
Can you guys hear me all right? I'll be your starting guide today on this our campus, which features 7 stops throughout. You are welcome to get off at these stops. Just a heads up though, the tram will not come back around to that particular location until about 1 hour. A few safety rules: please remain seated while the tram is in motion and hang on to any loose items. Bumpy, especially on our gravel paths. If you happen to have any questions for me, please let me know at one of our stops or when we return back here at Baker Hall. And then finally, no smoking while on the tram, and out of courtesy for your neighbors, please keep phone conversations to a minimum. But it is 2 o'clock now, so I'm going to let garden staff know that we are ready to go, and we will move momentarily. Time visiting us today. We are the largest botanical garden in Virginia at 175 acres with 60 themed gardens throughout and a few secret gardens that are not listed on the map. The first thing that we will notice on our right is the back side of Rose Garden Hall, which is an event space and one of 15 wedding venues that we have here on campus. We do have a wedding today, as it is wedding season. We are a nonprofit and an accredited museum as well. This means that we do have you'll notice at the base of our plants the common names as well as the scientific names. And we also preserve some endangered species as well, which can be identified by a red flag. We do have the bicentennial rose garden on our right. A very popular time to come to the rose garden as they are in bloom right now, just in time for Mother's Day. And this garden is 3 acres in size, housing 2,200 rose plants and 300 different cultivars. And it was dedicated in 1976 as a bicentennial tribute to the nation. If you are familiar with roses, you will know that they are a sun-loving species, and they do require well-draining soil as they are susceptible to many fungal diseases, such as black spot. But you'll notice that there are very few trees planted throughout the garden. Exceptionally is found in pleasure, because it does provide shade. This is also one of my favorite trees around here, reminiscent of a Van Gogh. Coming up on our left will be the Garden of Tomorrow project. And on our left is our pathway to the popular airport overlook. It separates us from the Norfolk International Airport and is a great place to view the planes taxiing and taking off. But it also features 300 Satsuki azaleas, which were planted by volunteers. And now Satsuki does mean 5th month of the solar Japanese calendar, which makes it a late bloomer as it does bloom in May versus April.
Botanical garden, no?
And on our right, we do have the backside of the tropical display house, which houses plants such as the chocolate plant, bromeliad, and the popular orchid. You can access this display house through the Japanese garden, which you will get a glimpse of here on our right down this road. The Japanese garden was dedicated in 1963 to Norfolk's sister city, Kyokushu, and it features the traditional hill and pond design as well as the topiary practice of cloud grading.
May mga maintenance to nga
And you'll notice our admin building here on our right, which currently has a bonsai show and sale. But on our left, you'll see the beginnings of Mirror Lake, which is 22 acres in size, 15 of which belong to the original 30 acres of our garden, which was founded in 1938. And the name of this garden was the Azalea Garden. The aim of the project was to rival the popular Azalea Gardens in Charleston, South Carolina, and to bring in tourism during the height of the Great Depression. But as it was the Great Depression, this project was funded by the Works Progress Administration, which awarded a grant of $76,000 and hired 220 African-American workers,
Dito
200
tayo
of which
pumunta
were
sa
women,
Botanical
to clear
Garden.
the area of dense
Ito ang mapa
vegetation
niya.
and wetlands. And the Azalea Garden project did house originally 2,000 rhododendrons and 4,000 azaleas. So some of the oldest azaleas can be found in Mirror Lake, and they are estimated to be about 80 years old. And this is also a popular garden to take your bike through. We do allow bikes from 4 p.m. through 7 p.m. And on our right, we will have Friendship Pond, a great place to take your best friend on Friendship Day. But if your best friend is a dog like mine, you can bring him or her on one of our designated dog days, which are held on Sundays. Now through that glade on your left, you will notice a statue. The statue is called Breaking Ground, and it was dedicated in 2009 in honor of the 220 WPA workers who laid the foundation for our garden today. We are approaching our first stop, which will be the Hockheimer Azalea Garden. Now the pathway on our right, at the top, will take you to Friendship Pond, as well as the hydrangea garden. Hydrangeas are expected to bloom in June. You can see a few of them here on our left, and some of them already blooming.
Ano mo? Kaya mo?
And now within the camellia garden on our right, you'll find a unique climbing hydrangea, which looks like a vine, and it also survives off of a host species. But you'll also notice that camellia bloom season has ended. Camellias do typically bloom in the late winter, and some of the prominent varieties that we offer here are the Japonica substantia and the sinensis. If you're a tea drinker, sinensis may be familiar to you as its leaves are used in caffeinated teas. This garden is rated a garden of excellence by the International Camellia Society. Now, even though camellia season has ended, rhododendron season has begun, and you'll see there are those here on our left and our right. Rhododendron does mean rose tree. However, it is a shrub and not but it is related to the azalea, as it is the parent family name for the common rhododendron as well as the azalea. And you will find many varieties of these throughout the world, including the Himalayas, except for Africa and South America. And on our right, we have a red dogwood, followed by a flowering dogwood. The flowering dogwood is the Virginia state tree and state flower. It does feature a white bloom. However, we have a unique flowering dogwood within the intensive forest that has a pink bloom. You'll notice many moss pathways throughout this area. Moss is a living walkway, and it is beneficial for filtering water as well as storing carbon dioxide through a process called water sequestration. You are welcome to walk through that pathway. We are approaching our second stop, which will be the Moses Ezekiel Saturated District. A 400-foot garden featuring polyolive hedges, a magnolia as well as some hostas. It will take you to the Renaissance Court, and it also features 11 statues designed by Richmond native Moses Ezekiel in 1879 through 1884. These statues do depict artists such as Michelangelo, Raphael, and the American artist Thomas Crawford here on my right.
Why have we stopped?
And you will find many songbirds sitting on the heads of these statues, such as the Carolina wren, often singing. And also coming up in this area, if you are a birder like me, you might want to take out your Merlin app because you can sometimes find the pileated woodpecker hanging out amongst these pines. And pileated woodpeckers are the largest woodpecker in North America, and they are very loud. Some of the pines that they are among are the loblolly pines, which are the ones with the plated bark that looks like a suit of armor. They are the most common pine in North America, and their name means chippy, just because they grow well in a swampy environment. However, they have earned the epitaph telephone pole tree.
Napasok itong kasi. May kutsi napasok.
Yung sa mga ano yan, sa mga kadugtong.
Now we are headed over Cobblestone Bridge now.
Wow.
And the canal system on your right was first dug out in
Fishing pala dito, oh.
1958, and the first boat tour was given in 1961. Our boat tours do begin Memorial Day weekend. We also have sunset kayaking Tuesday nights in the summer.
Yep, fishing.
But this very large tree on your left overlooking Lake Whitehurst is a white oak, and it does feature a grayish bark despite its name. It is also the longest living oak in the oak family. These azaleas in bloom on your left are Glendale hybrid azaleas. Glendale hybrids were part of a hybridizing program in 1915 with the National Arboretum, with the aim of developing a hybrid that would do well in the mid-Atlantic climate. And these azaleas on our right are George Lindley Tabor azaleas. They often are confused with the Formosa because both of them are very popular in our area, great for hedging and bordering. We are approaching Baker Overlook now. The pathway on your right, following along the canal, will take you to the Conifer Garden, one of my favorite gardens, as well as the bridge overlooking the canal system.
That's my favorite garden.
It's one of my favorite loops to walk, especially if you only have a short time here.
Tanaw daw muna kung sinong gusto. Ang dalawa bumaba.
Baker Overlook is the site where Isaac and Sarah Lee Baker got engaged. They also renovated the Overlook and established an endowment fund for us in the 1990s.
Pwede ka naman pala bumaba.
On our left, you will see some flame azaleas coming up featuring a reddish-orange bloom. And now, orange is a very rare color for azaleas to produce, so it's pretty unique. And then on our right, at the overlook, you'll notice a unique water oak, where its root system took on the contour of a bench which once surrounded it. And now these smaller pink blooms on our left will be the Encore hybrid azaleas. So even though azalea season is pretty much ended, we do have some late bloomers here.
Like, they're trying to get into the tree.
And these two unique trees on our right are the Dawn redwoods, also known as the bride and groom here on campus because of their close proximity to each other. These trees are considered a living fossil because they are closely identical to their ancestors from the 90 million years ago.
But you know they are a living fossil? I don't know.
We are taking a right turn, however, I want to direct your attention to the left to this large juniper tree
Grabe ang ganda ng plant.
on our left, often trained into bonsai. However, juniper trees are very slow-growing and long-living trees, and some of the junipers in western United States are estimated to be about 2,000 years old. We are approaching our next stop, the World of Wonders Children's Garden stop, featuring 6 garden communities as well as a splash pad for the kiddos. And this summer we do have activities for the kids, such as scavenger hunts with guided tours, in our press, where they will learn about topics such as forest biodiversity.
Itong bumaba.
This tree here on our left is a weeping cherry, by the way.
Where's the weeping cherry? Where's the weeping?
This is a state champion tree, meaning that it is the largest of its species by its height, canopy size, and trunk girth. And you will be able to identify state champions by the green flag. Just behind it is the Japanese snowbell, which is also a state champion, and should be coming into bloom this month. Now, Arboretum on our right is 7.5 acres in size, housing 400 flowering trees such as
Meron pa daw mga mulak pa dating ng mga
as
bulaklak.
well as the
Hindi
popular
pa ang iba
Eskimo cherry.
bulaklak, pero may puno pa.
Oo, mga kahoy dito ng mga lakat yan.
It was converted from turf to meadow,
Marami
which
pa.
means there are no designated paths.
Hindi pa lahat
However,
tama
you are
bulaklak.
welcome to explore it and create your own path. And on our left, we do have the kitchen garden coming up, which is maintained by our master gardener volunteers, based off of the French potager design, which means for the soup pot. This means that it is harvested and reseeded throughout the year,
Ilang hektarya ka ito?
providing a year-round supply of food.
Nakita lang.
And beside it is the hops garden, as well as the urban orchard garden.
Sawa ka eh.
But I do want to point out the cut flower garden, just in front of the urban orchard garden, featuring some foxgloves, snapdragons, and poppies.
Kailangan
The
madala kang
location
tubig
where
dito.
our volunteers will cut the flowers through bouquets that you see within Baker Hall.
Kailangan madala kang tubig.
We are approaching our enchanted forest stop now, the furthest garden from Baker Hall, featuring a trail 3/4 of a mile around, as well as a lakeview trail.
Are we almost at the station?
When we get back. Now, the Enchanted Forest is one of our most dense gardens. It's a great place to see wildlife from the Lakeview Trail, such as birds like the osprey and the turkey vulture. Oh, this is the Yoshino cherry. There you go. As well as my favorite bird, the built-in kingfisher.
Kingfisher?
And we do offer azalea garden tours when they are in season throughout the Enchanted Forest. But this summer we will have a special tour discussing mushrooms throughout the Enchanted Forest as part of our mushroom exhibit and festival. The trees here on our left will be some of our apple trees, such as the crab apple tree and the mountain Fuji
Yerbo?
apple
Anong tawag
tree.
yan sa ano? Sa Espanya? Yerbo? Yerbo.
We are approaching our popular stop, the Butterfly House, which is opening in June and housing 20 native butterfly species,
Butterfly
the
house.
monarch, as well as
Para ng mga butterfly dyan.
Now behind it is my favorite tree on campus, the coastal redwood, which is native to the Butterfly House and reminiscent of many road trips through Big Sur, California.
Yan, nalabas ang mga butterflies yan doon ka sa loob. Napuang ka. Dire. Parang ano, parang ano yan sila.
Now these plant
Hindi pala
pollinators
ka
on
punta sa
our left
dito?
Hindi pa.
will feature plants such as milkweed, mountain mint, and blueberry.
Malaking gagastusin kapag marami
Followed
tayo.
up by the wildflower meadow,
Ayun, ayun, ayun.
seeded twice a year, featuring fast-growing annuals such as the Virginia.
I can see it.
And both of these are a great demonstration on how to attract pollinators,
Bago.
as they do find their pollinator plants by sight.
Wow, marami naging
An
butterfly
interesting
dito.
fact, we do have 400 native bees in Virginia, and 1/3 of our
June
trees
5.
is reliant on bees for pollination.
I can see one
Lalabas daw dyan, mabulaklak lahat. So, June 5.
white butterfly.
Kaya maraming
Other than that,
butterfly
we do
dito.
have the coral honeysuckle growing among
Dati ng butterfly ito
Ayan,
dito.
mga maliliit pa oh.
attracting hummingbirds.
Maliliit
Tutubo
pa
daw
tanim.
yan sa June. June 5, pagpupukas para panoorin lahat ng butterfly na dapo sa'yo.
And this large tree coming up to our right is the southern magnolia, the Mississippi state tree. However, if you look closely inside, you'll notice it's actually three magnolias whose canopies have merged together. On our left is the Eastern Bluebird Trail. And behind the plaque there was a nesting box, which I'm told there was some activity this week in that nesting box. Mountains.
Hindi ka sumakay dito. Yan o. Nangyari ano? Kataw.
Bakit? You can see it from there. Malaglag ka. Yeah, with the eye.
Ano ba yan?
Why did we talk?
Papagod na. Papagod din sila.
Tapon na maglakad naman.
Papagod din.
All right. Now, up on our left, we do have the body of water called Turtle Cove, which is part of Lake Whitehurst. We do explore Lake Whitehurst as well on our boat tour. It does border us on three sides, making us a for now, you can explore Turtle Cove via foot through the Virginia Native Plant Garden on our left, which was designed to look like Virginia when settlers first arrived, featuring some forest communities such as the Bald Cypress Swamp, the Atlantic White Cedar Swamp, as well as the Bottomland Hardwood Forest. We also have the longleaf pine stand, which is considered to be the tree that builds tidewater. However, due to overlumbering, it is a major conservation priority today. And you will see them up here on our left. The ones that you see are about 5 years old. It does take them 100 to 150 years to mature. We are at our Monarch Mountains at the last stop before returning back to Baker
Mga bagong
Falls.
tubo. Mga pine tree.
These are the crepe myrtle, the Norfolk city tree and city flower.
Bayabas oh.
There are estimated to be about 40,000 of these planted around the city. And they are also known as the Western neighbors because they bloom from July.
Kita sa loob ng kwarto. Aircon.
The reason they are smooth to the touch is because they shed their bark in a humid climate.
Talaga makakuha ka ng maraming ulo.
Wala, magdala ka ng jacket talaga eh.
And on our left, we have the only living elms here on our campus, the lace bark elm. They are resistant to the infamous red elm disease, which is why they are the only ones left alive on our campus. We do have the oak leaf hydrangea here on our left.
7 minutes na.
These hydrangeas are unique because they prefer to live near
Aba, ito
water
sila sa namin makaabos.
and
Train.
the color of their bloom is determined by their
Bahay pa ang driver namin.
not by the pH of their soil.
Ayan na. Ayan.
Pwede na tayo bumaba.
Magawa pa siya makaabos ng building.
We are making our way back through the rose garden, so you'll get a second chance to view the roses. However, the rose garden is the closest garden, or one of the closest gardens to Baker Hall. You would also have an opportunity to explore on foot.
Mamaya, tigil man yan.
But I do want to direct your attention to the right, where you will find the NATO Tower across the
Picture,
canal.
picture.
The highest point of observation here at 60 feet above sea level. And it is a great place to view the crepe myrtles.
Yan naman yung paparking oh.
Baba man tayo.
Yan yung paparking eh.
Tigil man siya dyan.
Hindi, tigil ko yan.
At the base of NATO Tower, you will find the Mediterranean Garden as well as the Subtropical Garden, which features a century agave coming up on our right at the canal bank. The century agave only blooms once a lifetime before it dies. However, it does also propagate. So you'll see some pups at the base of the century agave there. You'll also see some baby geese across the canal. And turtles sunbathing.
Ano?
I can see baby duck legs.
Behind the geese and the turtles is the perennial garden, which was inspired by the landscape designer Beatrice Moran,
Sawa talaga eh.
who often approached landscape like a painting. So this garden is designed to look like an impressionist painting featuring pastel and fluffy blooms such as the peony, gay feather, the verbena, and the rose. And finally, on our far right, behind the boats here, you'll get a better view of the front side, the entryway of Japanese Garden. And it is also a reminder of the way that you would find the tropical display house.
Pwede.
Oo.
I want to thank you guys for joining me today on the walk tour. My name is Candace and I was your garden guide today. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Dito muna tayo.
Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day here at the Northwest Botanical Garden. And also join me Memorial
Ito
Day
na kami
weekend
mga kabos.
will be the English Cargo Tour.
Bababa kami kasi papasal kami doon sa Narosas.
Picture. Kayo sila, picturean mo.
Okay lang doon, magsabot tayo doon.
Yun. Yan, mayroon na mas bakit ulit.
Bakit hindi pinaandar? Pupunin pa nila yan. Doon pa sa may Rosa. Hindi ko nga napan tumawid. Kailangan ko malaman para sa tawid siya.
Alright.
Doon ka sa marami.
Ito, oh, kasi klaseng rosas mga kaabos, oh. Sus! Ganda mga kaabos, talaga naman. Grabe. Mahal din ang bayan sa papasok mga kaabos eh. Kaming apat. Senior citizen nga kami dalawa. May ano kaming dala. Kabay kami ng $66. Kaming apat. Discount pa kami dalawa sa Mrs. Kaabos. Ito, tataba. Tataba mga kaabos.
What is big? I know it's huge.
Mga kaabos, oh. Pulang-pula, oh. Ano?
Look, can I show you something? How does that
Dilaw mga kaabos, oh. Ganda, sariwa-sariwa. Orange.
Bang mo sa medyo. Ang ganda ng color din na yellow.
Ganda itong kulay nito, oh. No?
Doon na lang may upuan. Ma, I want to show you something.
Doon sa may upuan, oh.
Yeah, doon.
Doon ka mag-interview.
Doon, may ganyan. First, may background na rose.
White rose. Yan mga kaabos. Doon, may pwedeng upo ka dyan, picturan. Oh,
We have to go here. We have to go here and we're about to show you it. We have to go here so I can show you. Saan niya may marami rosas? Ano?
doon, doon. Sa, ano? Sa bilog.
Can I first show you? Oh, the fountain?
Ganda.
Ito ang wild rose. Ano?
Ito talaga magagandang mga ano ito. Mga bulaklak. Sobra. Yung pangalan, no? Leonor Evans. Apelyido ni ano? Apelyido sa pasyente niya. Si Donald Evans. In loving memory. Ha?
Ang nagdunit.
Oo. In loving memory, Eleanor Evans. Ito, in loving memory kay ano?
Ay, nag-donate yan. Donate what? Nag-donate yan ng upuan. Ako, what does that say? What does that say? So, what does that say? Saan tayo? Sabit na lang, landok.
Doon. Doon talaga may upuan. Huwag dito.
Doon tayo.
Tumayo nga muna kayo dyan. Picture kayo dyan.
Doon tayo kasi walang upuan siya eh.
Laka. Atiyo.
Mati yung kami yan.
After that, can we get bubble tea?
Yes.
Kakain tayo. Tayo ka lang, ma.
Basta.
1, 2. Ay, kasi wait lang. Video pa rin. 1, 2.
Okay.
First time, at tagal na dito. First time natin pumunta dito.
Diyan, nakaupo ka din.
I want to take my glasses.
Sobra, lalaki.
Wala ko lang ay.
Okay, dito tayo.
Doon ka sa lang doon. Ilan kayo talaga ang rosas eh.
Oh. One by one tayo, si Papa muna.
Ayan, upo ka dito na.
Wait.
Mahal na ninyo sa amin na tuwang-tuwa kayo nga nagkita-kita tayo. Pero sabihin na kaya kami nandito sa ibang bansa dahil marami na kami pera, hindi yun. Nagkakapera nga kami.
Bago mag-asawa.
Sabi ko masaya kami nga narito. At marami pa, mag-abang kayo kasi marami pa kami ipapakita ng mga
Lalo na ngayong verano,
surpresa
mas marami tayo
para sa
napasyalan
inyo.
ngayong verano.
Ayun. Kaya mga kabos, sana naging masaya din kayo kasi masaya kami. Masaya rin kayo. Kasi kung sakali man papalarin kami kung talagang totoo yan yung magkakaroon kami ng sweldo, eh mamimigay din kami eh. Pero kung pulak kung totoo magkakaroon kami ng itong vlog na.
Siyempre, hindi naman basta-basta yun.
Hinak na nga eh. Wala na nga yung kinita namin sa Spain eh. Wala na. Pumunta lang kami dito sa Amerika. Wala na. Kaya okay lang yun. Kasi hindi naman yun ang inaasahan namin eh. So, importante buhay kami. Malusog.
Maganda na yung lugar na pinag-interviewhan mo.
Ayun, ang ganda
Ganda pa
kasi.
ng background mo.
Oh, may bagong kasal pa oh. Pasiyo dito sa disyerto ng mga rosas. Iba't ibang kulay. Oh. Ganda. Ang background namin mga kaabos.
Dududin yung anak ko.
Sus.
Tarong targamat yun. Tarong.
Video din ng apo ko mga kaabos. Oh. Hindi talaga ito hiwalay sa ina mga kaabos sa amin. Sasama talaga yan.
Ay, babati ko nga pala ang ulan niya. Sa akin nga palang nanay mag-birthday nga yung May 11. Binabati kita mamay ay ng happy birthday at dalangin ko nga haba pa rin ang buhay natin dalawa nga magkita tayo. Basta hindi kita pababayaan sa kahit wala na akong trabaho sa pagpapadala sa iyo at si Aya naman ang nagpapadala sa iyo ng mga diaper. Kaya wag kang mag-iisip kung ano ang isipin mo pagkita tayo. Tapos alagaan mo ang iyong sarili. Ayan, 88 ng edad ko at ako na rin, malapit na rin ako mag-68. Kasi 20 years old ka nung ipanganak mo ako. Kaya yan, huwag kang mag-alala sa aking mga kapatid. Alagaan niyo ang ating ina. At ang balang araw, hindi natin akalain magkikita-kita tayo.
Ano wish mo sa birthday mo?
Ang wish ko sa birthday ko na magkita-kita lahat ng aking mga anak kasi kasundo kami lahat. At sana haba pa din ang pasensya nila sa akin.
Ayun. Alam na nga kami na nakakakilala. Careful ah. Where's my phone, Teo? Bakit tumawag si Mark kanina? Masarap tayo. Ang ganda nito pura ito. Nasa ibang parte lang.
The flower petals, I think I want to get all day.
Where's the picture?
Ayun na mga kaabos. Hanggang dito na lang ang video natin mga kaabos. Bye-bye.
May nakalubog ko, no? Ayan, there's a baby turtle. Ayun ako. Iwapang kita mo. You see? You see? It's chopper. Yeah. Ma, chopper. It's chopper, ma. It's chopper.
Pero bakit dito walang pag-boots? But you be careful ha, there's so... Oh, be careful, let's go to nga. Sabi ko, watch your step. Ba't dito walang pagong na... Ano? Ano pagong dito?
Wala.
Ay, di ba nito? Nagsilin. Oh, no.
Ah, buli, parang buli, no?
Parang buli na.
Wala lang tinik.
Ported.
Walang tinik.
Pwedeng madaanan yan pa. Pwede natin hintuan, tapos mag-ano kayo dyan, vlog saglit.
Yaman ang daanan natin palabas.
Oh, madaanan, tapos pwede yung minto
Oh.
na.
Oo.
Puntahan yung garden.
Oo.
Oh, that's better.